Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so we're going to be doing some more of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition Mass Effect 1 game. I'm going to start off by going to Feros, and then we'll be doing probably some like Uncharted worlds if I've got some time. Let's get started. Yeah. Okay. Feros. Super volcanoes. Anything you lose there is very super costly to recover. Okay. The remains of a well-developed Prothean mining infrastructure dot the planet. Abandoned mines are connected to the dead cities by collapsed maglev lines. Unlike the crumbling skyscrapers of Feros, the ruins are reasonably intact. Unfortunately, this has only made it easier for looters to strip the silent necropoli of anything of value. So, basically, looters have gone and taken anything of value already. So, you know, it's pretty much useless, isn't it? Okay. Nothing in particular on that one. Might have been mined for helium-3. Yeah, probably the Protheans doing that. Okay, Feros. Exogenic Corporation has founded a pilot colony on the Feros to explore the Prothean ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's landmass. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrain travel is hampered by crumbling debris of dozen meters. There are indications that Feros was a much colder planet in the past. Feros has 2 large moons, Orkan the Further and Verdant. So yeah, this used to be like a Prothean city. Obviously, like the Reapers would have come and like killed all the Protheans, taken anything that would have, you know, mentioned them and stuff like that. But other than that, they'd have just, you know, they didn't really care about the buildings and stuff, did they? Well, I do sometimes wonder how exactly they like eradicated the, you know, signs of battle, because surely there'd be like laser blasts everywhere and stuff. Yeah, surely there would be. Oh yeah, if we tried to joke, I'll probably mention Novaria.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Okay, for this one I'll take Rex and I'll take Garrus with me. I was going to take Tally, but I'll take Garrus.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Of course he does. David Al-Talakini.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who?
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
No, Dad! He was my favorite character. Bastards. I hate these things. I always say it, but I do. I just really hate them. Yeah, float. Yeah, can't jump around that, can you?
Perimeter clear. Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
Yeah, you guys do that.
But what if I find geth there?
Kill them.
Are you saying you won't go?
No, I'll go. I'll go. Get ready.
We'll die of thirst. The geth will surely kill us all.
Can't do anything else at the minute, so we talk to Paragon first.
Ah, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
To be honest, if I was bothered about switching weapon types and like ammo types on this mission, I'd have gone for purely the ones that do most damage to the You get like, I don't know, 5 Trojan or that. Drop your stuff. Okay, but before we do that, we can, you know, sort out a few things for them. Oh, actually, there might be some good equipment for Rex. Let's have a look. No. No. Oh, yeah, okay. No, no. But Garrus, anything for you? Anything better, I should say? No. No, no, nothing. Okay.
Oh god! They're everywhere!
Now I'm ready.
Area secured.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
Yes, there are.
Doesn't look like it's on yet. We should keep looking.
The Valon falls dead, riddled with slugs. Ooh, this must have been an alpha male, the leader of the pack of these feral scavengers. Ugh. Full of slugs. The old disabled vehicle was more than willing to part with its still functioning power cell than one would expect.
We got them all, Shepard.
Krogan you'll run into on this mission.
Perimeter clear.
It sounds like the place is going to fall apart, doesn't it? All creaky like. Water's back on.
Turning this last valve appears to have activated the system, Commander.
And we got a guy down here.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip.
Guy's stronger than the rest of them, at
Remind me
least.
I'm still alive. You're here for the geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! Ah! Trying to get to the... Dying!
Let's go. He can't help us.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Look out!
Okay, so we've done everything down here. We can now go back and speak to Fidan. He won't tell us fuck all. All this stuff falling down always does make me think, just sort of like, right, so this place is going to come falling down, right?
The tower's secure. Thanks to you,
Yeah,
Commander.
happy to help.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after.
Yes,
they
you
came,
do.
they attacked us, that's all
They
we
do, they
know. Their main
know.
base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
I destroyed a geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt.
No problem.
You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news
If
for
you ask
every
him about
problem.
any of these, he's just going to basically say, talk to this person, they'll tell you about it.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Feros in general.
Of course, Commander.
What can you tell me about the defenses the geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
Oh.
Getting rid of the geth in the tunnels helped us immensely, Commander. But there are still some other mundane necessities, like food, water, and power to think of. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Let's talk about Zoo's Hope.
Of course,
Feros.
Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original Feros colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zoo's Hope.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
What else can you tell me about Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course,
Found
the
one
geth
thing.
could know something we don't.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen.
Yeah, medicate him.
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I can't see any significant damage, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest. You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claim.
But I bet it is, yeah.
It's not all bad, though. When the geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Fidan if you really must know.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
You're the one who repelled that last wave.
That's me.
They'll be back. And if the geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the geth is gone.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing, or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
Why should I speak to Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Very suspicious.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
While the trip in these logs, you found something suspicious. Several months' worth of human rations were delivered to an uncharted world in the Voyager cluster. These logs aren't clear, but it appears they maybe have been dropped off somewhere in the Amazon system. Whatever.
Nice work with those geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume.
Yep.
Now we just need to deal with the geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again,
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Yeah.
Let me see what you have.
Got, yeah.
Of course. I may be able to provide...
Got a unique license there.
Is there something I can do for you? I'm told to make all my goods available.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts. Though the geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too, if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Fidan? Maybe he can tell you what I can't.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat-tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Gorat-tu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
How do you keep things in stock in conditions like this?
My list of consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
Goodbye.
Yes, good luck.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not originally. The captain died in one of the geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she spaceworthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no geth, I might just stay on a while.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Fidan, what's the report on... I should go.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. This work must be completed.
This colony will survive. We will soon have all that we need.
Everyone's acting very strangely. But we asked Fidan about it.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Okay, let's head for the geth base. I do wonder, these elevators are like built in by us, or are they just like leftover Prothean elevators?
I don't know how much more I can take.
Something to think about.
And now to the geth base. Something an intelligent mind expects to see.
Got to keep thinking about really do not accidentally drive off the bloody thing.
I'll wait as long as I have to.
So many times I've accidentally like thrown myself off this bridge. Ridiculous. And don't try and go under that either. Get stuck.
Some kind of vehicle, not one of the geth.
They must be close enough to see us.
Forget them. We need to find the geth.
Hello, people. How are you doing?
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Here to help.
Commander Shepard. I'm here to remove your geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Nope.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
Yeah, I understand.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the geth and nothing else.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the geth are
He's
gone.
a bit of a dick, isn't he?
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
How did you get split up from the Zoo's Hope colony?
Most of us lived closer to the Exogeny building. Zoo's Hope was mostly used as a port. When the geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
Do you know what the geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogeny. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
ExoGeni is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Sure.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
Does.
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but
Okay.
it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
Why do people always assume we enjoy putting ourselves in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at ExoGeni headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods. I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
You can, it'd be a bit of a pain, but I did discover in one of my playthroughs you can actually accept the not accept the quest and return and go back and get the data. It's just a real pain. You're basically going there just to grab a data file. See the geth ship attached to the side of the building there. Look at that though, look at that. Bloody amazing, isn't it? All high above the clouds. And all still standing. After how many, well, 50,000 years is it supposed to have been standing?
The geth certainly don't waste time moving in.
What are they up to? There's no point to this unless they're looking for something.
You can go through that door there, but there's a geth arbiter thing, or amateur, whatever the hell it's called. Or is it a Colossus? Like one or the other through there. Can be a bit difficult, and if you die you go back to the beginning, so don't want to do that. Or just save before you do.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Varen.
Fine.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out, as soon as we find out what the geth are after.
It's not the geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the geth. It's very important I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
What's a Thorian?
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGeni was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's geth all over the place.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGeni was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
Oh, they did.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years, even.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for ExoGeni. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files. No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
It's floated too high up for me to shoot him. There we go.
ExoGeni Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
Lisbeth?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on Species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zeus Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zeus Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying ExoGeni knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
That's why they were acting so strange.
You should contact Joker.
Joker! Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We've got to drop that shield and get back to the outpost.
BI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
I want to know about ExoGeni Corporation.
ExoGeni Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
Takes about a month for.
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Feros. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's
she was
Hope
basically
project,
against
specifically regarding the handling of the
doing
infected
all these
colonists.
tests on living people, basically.
As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Looks like they're using these claws to anchor that ship to the side of the building.
The geth don't waste much finessing their landings. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
We need a way to give it a kick. Let's check the other claws. Damn things can't be perfect.
So more shields, but less damage protection. What does it look like? I'll take the more shields, actually. I'll start getting rid of some of these. Okay. Burning rounds, combat optics, yeah, kinetic railing.
peaceful. Do you think the geth were using this room as some kind of religious temple?
Whatever. I ain't here to learn their customs.
He's here to kill them. We've secured Gavin's data. He does actually pop up again in Mass Effect 3. Only not him himself, but we do get a mention of him. Turian armor, a new one. Garrus, is that better than one you got? No, it is not. Ooh. Accuracy, but less damage. Nah. The test samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples became violent and recommended cutting off all further contact with the Nuclux colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events back to us. I think Exogeny is like very heavily tied in with Cerberus. In fact, I'm pretty sure most big human companies are. Even if they don't know it. Like I said, they probably like Cerberus is like investors of them or something. And they get like resources back.
Containment lab of sorts, Commander.
It's no armory, but tear up even one claw and that ship is gone.
Terminal. According to the data received from this console, the Geth are preparing for a major offensive in Citadel space. If this information is accurate, there is massing a significant force somewhere in the Armstrong Nebula. Yeah, okay. I don't trust this Cerberus group. They may pay as well, but if this gets out before we've developed an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want samples for or why they want them delivered to the Manato system. My records show nothing of interest out there. But there's a Cerberus facility out there, isn't there? Okay, right, yeah, we need to get them between, so I think that's too much, isn't it? Yeah. Bye-bye.
Exceptional, Commander. The fields will be down. We can go deal with this Thorian creature now.
This was my kind of mission. Kill a bunch of geth and end things off with a huge crash.
Yeah, he always does like this mission.
Keep your guard up. There still might be a few geth inside the base.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
Yeah, don't panic.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them, if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the geth attacked.
But why are the geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Joe, I think they could make a Prothean, like a game in the Master Universe, like back in the Prothean era. That'd be interesting. I don't think it'd do as well though.
What was that? This is Juliana Bain of a Feros colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop the rover!
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Feros has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Think about the big picture.
Can't you see the inherent potential in this colony? Think of the promotional opportunities.
Opportunities? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Feros will be a symbol.
They recovered from an alien attack on a frontier world. Add that to your company profile.
Well, yeah. No one's ever gone broke playing the champion of humanity card.
Sadly, you'd probably make a killing. But if it will let us get back to our lives, I'm for it.
It just might work. Wait, no, but the infected colonists will throw a bit of a wrench in that plan. No, they need to disappear.
You can't just kill the colonists. It's not their fault.
If you kill only the Thorian, it might be enough to stop the infection. Maybe.
It's worth a try, but I don't know if I can avoid harming the colonists.
There has to be another way.
Maybe there is. Come and talk to me before you leave, Commander.
Just make sure there's no evidence when you're done.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed, thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
I'm glad you've decided to help us. I think there's a way to avoid killing the colonists.
What did you have in mind?
I think you could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
If we must consider it, drop it in a concussion grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Okay, equip them with the anti-Thorian gas to do it, yeah. Yeah, so if we just go into here, grenades, anti-Thorian gas. Are they still firing at the building or something?
Was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
Yeah, careful. Leave the colonists.
No hitting the
everything
colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Yeah, you can actually hit them as well
Very
to knock
well,
them out.
Commander. Let's go.
Okay, going in with 16 live colonists. We're going to come out. Well, come on. Oh. Away from that. Whatever. Oh, damn! Was I like surrounded or something? My health was like shot right down there. Okay.
I can't believe the colony held out as long as it did.
It would cause my health to like shoot down that fast. We saved all the people. Good.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't! I won't!
There you go, so 0 renegade points and 32 Paragon. So basically, you know, it basically counts how many people you killed and how many people you saved. So you get a certain amount for saving, a certain amount for killing. I think 2 per colonist. You can save like half the colony if you want, but you know.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it... This was not covered by my training manuals.
That's a plan.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
It's more like a squid thing, doesn't it? Tentacles on its mouth.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now!
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
Yeah, she fell.
That hurt it, I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
Come on, Pontia's stuck back there, come on. I've actually had it before where both of them get stuck back there and I have to go through the entire thing myself. It's very annoying. A green Asari from cloning the Shala, but the Thorian creepers, I can only assume that, yeah, that it was his attempts to recreate humans. Yeah, if you do damage that and kill it, it blows them all up. It's amazing, love it. Pusher as well. Yeah, there we go. I do know in the original Mass Effect game, when you do tendrils, there's like a marker where it's basically like so much damage in the tendril. And I always thought that maybe at some point they're going to have like like damage it enough to like stop it, but at the same time, you know, might help me out to negotiate with it. I don't know, something. But obviously they just never put it in there or something like that. I don't know.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time.
Good.
My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the Conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them.
It's over 50,000
years old. They died,
old.
It consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
I feel like I'm getting double sound.
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
Are you all right? What just happened?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Do you know what the Conduit is? Or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the Conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
That can't be good, whatever it is.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the Conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
I can't believe it. Jong says we'll have all the money we need to keep this place running. It's because of you, Shepard. I can't thank you enough.
All traces of the Thorian will be erased.
I thought so. I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
Okay, so that's pretty much everything on Feros done. But it is everything on Feros done. What we'll do next, we'll head to the Citadel first. We just need to obviously do the fan mission, and what else was there? Oh yeah, the one with that guy who's asking for money, and your mum knew him. Or Shepard's mum knew him. That's it for now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Sure, this means she gets the cipher as well.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Sounds right on this one. Sounded like I was getting double on the other one.
Incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Do it.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its
Yeah, it's a really
thralls.
stupid idea.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
That little thing in his voice there, human colony. I help everyone.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Such a dick.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Miss Williams, Commander, we need to talk. If we do not resolve this situation now, I am afraid things might become awkward.
Oh, awkward, huh?
I hope we can keep this civilized. I do not want things to become unpleasant.
Because it's been so pleasant between us lately. Look, somebody in this room needs to make a choice. It ain't me, and it ain't you.
Okay, let's talk.
Maybe we should try to work this out.
I think we must. I may not know much about human relationships, but I understand the concept of jealousy.
Jealous? Of you? You're not even our species.
Perhaps that is why you feel threatened. I am a rival unlike any you have faced before. Hostility is a common reaction to the unfamiliar.
Doctor, you keep smartassing me, I'll show you what my hostile reaction is like.
Okay, everyone calm down.
Both of you, settle down. We can handle this like mature adults.
This is stupid. We're not married, Shepard. You want to get involved with some alien? Go ahead. It's none of my business.
It's not like that. Goodbye, Ash. Can't I have you both? You can actually say that and still get Liara. But no, goodbye, Ash. Because I'm not going to say it's not like that because I don't want to be with Ash. I want to be with Liara, so goodbye.
I never meant for you to get hurt. But Liara's the one I really care about.
Hey, we're all grown-ups here, right? Hope you two will be happy together. If you don't mind, I need to clean my gear.
I feel bad for her, Shepard. I hope she'll be okay.
I'll check in on her.
I'll go talk with her in a while. Give her a chance to cool down.
I suppose you're right. I am sorry you were put in this position, but I'm glad you chose me. I don't believe we should continue this discussion here in the comm room, Shepard. You know where to find me if you want to have a more private conversation. Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari
She always
physiology.
repeats this every single time.
You're in good
so I'm
hands.
just gonna skip
I get
that.
the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
Is it a proposition? I'm intrigued.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
I understand.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over...
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Probably get him out of it as well.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I'd think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird. Superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Yeah, they were actually going to put an option in the first game to allow you to save both Caden and Ashley during the Vermeer mission, but they took it out for some reason. I'm not sure why.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Yes, love it. Do it. Cry.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that Jiang guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm
She
off
really
duty
does
until
seem like a
tomorrow.
renegade
I was
option,
gonna have a
doesn't she?
small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
Yes, that's why you dislike aliens.
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
No, we need you. Yeah.
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenko. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Do you have a few minutes?
I should get back.
I'm not sure if we...
Commander,
What's up?
What can I do for you?
Because we haven't done
Something
his
bothering
Lloyd's
you?
mission yet, so...
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my
See his
opinion,
point.
Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, let's head back to the Citadel. We won't be there long. I don't get why they make you go to the entrance of your ship, you know, and literally if I've just docked here, of course I'm getting off. Why would you need to do that?
Hey Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
You too.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Feros is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni's stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Hello, Commander. I'll open the rare stocks.
Got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
I've got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
Oh, sure, I can return that. Thanks. Hasn't worked well since I bought it.
Hey, are you refunding his stuff?
Here you go. Your account will be credited.
You did! You took his return! Look, I'm telling you, I bought this here. Why won't you return it?
I can't take it back unless...
I know. Unless I have a proof of purchase.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists.
We'll
The
get to him.
biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Hey, back again, huh? I don't suppose you got any credits to spare.
I spoke to my mother. She told me about what happened on Mindoir.
Did she? I wonder. People tied like prize hogs, locked in cages, clawing and screaming as they're loaded into cargo pods. And we couldn't reach them. The Batarian defenses had us pinned. Dozens died trying to advance. All we could do was watch as they hauled people away. I've been looking for 13 years for something to make that sight go away. What have you got, huh?
I'm not going to give you money to drink yourself to death. You need to stop this.
If you don't have a better option, just give me 20 credits. A good bottle of whiskey. Enough to stop the dreams.
My mother said to go to
No
the
one
Veterans Affairs
understands.
office.
Why?
You're not the only one who's seen that brand of hell.
What an option.
They can help.
The VAO? God. All right. If she wants me to go talk to someone, fine, I'll do it. For her. She always stuck up for me. She always was naive. All the VAO does is pump you full of chemicals. If she wants to talk, tell her she can reach me through the Citadel VAO.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet. Keyword, courage. In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose that can actually change things drastically. If you watch something where people have been absolutely emotionless, it's all about the logic of it rather than the emotions.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Here yet? No. Sure. We've already done these here. Nothing new there. There's going to be. Actually, there was a cluster in here we didn't do, didn't there? So I'll do this one first.
message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the geth find it.
Nothing interesting on that one. Deposits, nothing particularly great. No, nothing. Okay. Yeah, basically, like, it sort of thought it was going to be a good world, but it's like toxic or something. And you and you. Ooh, yeah, actually, yeah. Anomaly, over that way first. Here we go. This will be the thing for the trinket we got from the consort. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it right in the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorientating you. Slowly your senses return. As you wake up from a deep sleep, you are alone in a forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump at the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint had been forced under the surface of your skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge, and it has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionlessly in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to the caves and to the rest of your tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life. You hunt for food, struggle to claim and keep a mate. The battles against other tribes and that would claim your territory. Days rolled into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there's a sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear and feel. At these times, your hand goes right to the strange lump in the back of your skull, and you remember this silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls, you must range further for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is one of these long hunts. The strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. It calls a deafening roar as it ends from above, sweeping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You awaken instantly to find yourself on a leaden egg on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you and undamaged, and your companion standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, and you just sort of toppled over. One explains, "Are you okay, Shepard?" The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering what the implications of what you have seen. The memories of a cryo-mangun hunter captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyse the results at the base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you reply, realising this is a mystery you'll probably never solve. Forget about it. And yeah, he's right. Yeah, it's pretty much something we'd never really learn, other than the fact that they were basically just they were studying like all the primitive races, because they knew that one day that they would like rise up and obviously become spacefaring sentient creatures. Had potential in all of them for different things. The Sari had potential for biotics, patience and wisdom, human diversity, turians, discipline, that kind of thing. And the Protheans were a conquering race. They were basically like, we're the strongest, so we're in charge, and they gave every species a choice. When they obviously met them, they can fight or they can surrender, and that's why they were supposed to be the only race out there 50,000 years ago, was because eventually all these races just came to call themselves Prothean. They all adopted to a single strategy. That's why none of them could fight the Reapers, because they all fought the same way, and the Reapers, as soon as the Reapers tried to beat them, they were done for. Mineral thing over here as well, actually. I'll get that first.
This is the surveillance drone, but where's the data module?
Yeah, monkey-like creatures have taken it. It's over in this one. If you run over the monkeys, you get renegade points, by the way. If you're low on renegade points, you want to be a full renegade, you can do that. But obviously, I showed you the cheat earlier on one of my previous videos. It's always in that furthest cavern bits, yeah, over there.
He dropped the data module!
Yes, he did.
It's a miracle the data module's still intact. Joker can transmit this info to Alliance Command.
Have we been there yet? It's very difficult to keep track of where I've been. I think we've been there, we've been over here, we've done that one, and now that one, so I think these are the ones we've got left, isn't it? Okay. Okay, no, nothing interesting. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. No. Not particularly interesting. Popular stopover world. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this ship's all about. How about you? And I'll take both of these two. Really haven't taken him anywhere, have I? I'll let him auto level himself there. Oh.
Guess nobody's home.
Someone must have shut down all systems, except basic life support.
Hear that? We're not alone.
Yeah, all these are set to explode.
Somebody set that trap. This whole place could be wired.
Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't!
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity.
There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Ooh, okay, she's dead. Oh, he's dead anyway. Okay.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. It's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
Yeah, she's not taking to it well, is she? Yeah. Oh, no, hang on, here she is. Why have I got my sniper rifle? Cool. Okay.
Looks like that machine is keeping him alive.
No brain activity. He's dead. This body is nothing but an empty shell.
Yeah, we can't help him.
Maybe we should shut the
machine
down.
There's literally nothing
It's
you
the
can
merciful
do to this
thing to
guy.
do.
Your call, Commander. But maybe we should wait until we know more about what's going on before we do anything.
Yeah, we already know what's going on, so turn off. Yeah.
You did the right thing, Commander.
Yeah, there is literally nothing you can do from him, and obviously you just had to kill her anyway, so... Let's go to the next system. Come on. I really wish there's just like a leave button on here, or just sort of like, you know, something like that. Okay. On system. Okay, let's have a look at the planets. Nothing interesting on that one. No, nothing interesting. Nope. A lot of the planets don't have much interesting on them. Some of them do, some of them don't. Oh, hang on. That's what we're going to land on. I thought this one was going to be the one we're going to land on, but okay. Ice crystals, radio interference. No, nothing particularly interesting on that one. Okay. Let's land. How about you and you? Okay, I can't remember where, if anywhere, there is minerals on this planet, so... Oh, okay, we run into them on the way to the base, so, okay, we're good. Oh, there's an anomaly. They did pop up on the map. They usually pop up on the map. Probably means it's like literally nothing interesting whatsoever, but, you know, whatever. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, gold. Gold. We all love gold. Now, what the hell is this anomaly? Oh, mummified Solari. Oh, it's one of the medallions. That is weird. They usually do pop up on the map. I've got no idea why that isn't popping up. Must be a glitch in this map. I'm not even sure what is on this planet actually. I'm assuming it's one of the pirate bases that Helena Blake sent us to. Or crime bosses for us to take out, something like that. I don't know. Could be something else. Okay, we can get up there. Yeah, I was right, these guys are quite the operation going, but that's all going to change. One down, just one more to go, yeah. Not sure what system he's in, but definitely one more to go. Okay. Come on, run! There we go. Okay, I don't actually want to do that one yet, there's a lot of ones in that system. I don't have that much longer left I can do this for at the moment, so... light metals, okay. Light metals again. Ah, right, this is the planet where Gahoku is. Obviously he was telling us about Cerberus, wasn't he? facility down. Yeah, let's go. One last base and we'll find Kahoku. The crosshair's gone, hasn't it? Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, Cerberus does some really bad stuff, to be honest. Like one good thing. Well, maybe a couple of good things. Mostly bad things. Come on.
Time to get Kahoku some payback.
You check for a pulse but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the facility of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse, and numerous marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Shepard, over here.
Yeah.
It's go.
No,
I guess
it's
someone was
not nice, is
found.
it?
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a
it's a long delay.
burst from one of them.
26
Where's it been
years.
in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly and quietly. It's in the Voyager cluster.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, we're not going to land on there yet. Just twice the size of theirs, similar of Mars. Nothing else.
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
Suspicious.
Very.
Yeah, this thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
Shepard, at last.
You have me at a disadvantage.
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I've fought. My name is Ilanos Haliat. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
In most criminal organizations, it's the one who's recognized as the most successful.
That's correct. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
It doesn't have to be like this, Haliat.
Empty words from a dead man.
Gave him a chance. Can't say I didn't.
Orders, Commander.
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
You can do it manually, but just be quick about it. It's like a sudden, really quick run. I went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. Pity ended like this for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Yeah, but first of all, let's just go for the anomaly. Over there. Anyone on here? Yeah, okay. I thought there was another one here. Hang on. Nope, okay. A recent extreme meme suggests that a Prothean ship crashed through the crust of the planet before the collapse of the Empire and might still be recovered from the planet's core. This is purposely the source of the planet's unusually high mass. Careful mapping of Optimus' gravitative field by orbital satellites have proved that the planetary core is entirely normal. Yeah, okay. Prior to the Alliance expansion to the Voyager cluster, Goen hosted one half of a Turian intermetric telescope array, connected by a similar telescope in the Edge and Beta cluster by an extensive chain of FGL comboies. Two functions as a single virtual lens with an effective aperture equal to 1,000 of years between them. The Turians used this to chart the terminus systems with great accuracy. Maybe they used to, so I'm guessing they don't anymore. Nothing? Nothing else there, okay. Is this another base? I don't think it's another base. For the crime bosses, I mean. If it's like a mine shaft, then it might be. No? Am I thinking of the wrong one? Not sure. Might be. So much to remember. Again. Okay, you cautiously press the button, alarm chimes, the optical database is flashing itself. Quickly copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. It's memory wiped, the computer shuts down, the files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. Oh yeah, I think this is a continuation of Kohoku's one actually. And when we get back to the ship, the Shadow Broker's probably going to ask us to give him the files or copy the files, something like that.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
Who are you, and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kohoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kohoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. But no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
What are you going to do with this information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought,
in the end, it
sold,
doesn't
or
really matter
traded.
whether you give them the
Why
files
my
or
employer
not.
desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
No.
My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
I'm not sure if that also... Did that put new... Thought it might add to one somewhere. No? Okay, actually I'm gonna leave that there for now. Okay, save that. Okay, so thanks for joining. Please like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing more, and I'll be back probably tomorrow with some more Mass Effect. So yeah, thanks for joining. I'll see you all again later.